Hello everyone. I'm just going to talk to you now about a few things that are on my mind. And the first thing is spirit manipulation of the audio fragments that come through the spirit box. Now, some months ago, I received some incredible evidence of spirit communication that absolutely blew my mind. Now, what happened was I was videoing back and forth with Glenn from North Nottingham Paranormal some things with the spirit box. And Glenn can confirm the legitimacy of this evidence. So let's just have a quick listen to it. Alright, so here we go for Help Me. Can you say help me? If you truly need help, say help me.
Help me.
Wow! Holy shit, did you hear that, Glenn? Man, Glenn, did you hear that? Okay, so I'm sure you'll agree that was very, very clear. Except listen now, technically that was not a spirit voice, but it was spirit communication. Okay, now that voice that you heard, it was a gentleman talking on a radio station. It was not a spirit's voice coming through, but the spirit had manipulated the audio fragment into saying, help me. Okay, so there's not some freak sitting on a radio station, freaking out saying, oh, help me. Okay, I don't know what it said before that, but the spirit had manipulated that audio fragment into saying, help me. And that right there is an amazing example of how the spirits manipulate the audio fragments that are coming through the spirit box. So now I would like to talk about something that happened on my most recent video, and that is the spirit box stopped on a song, and it's of my opinion that the song has been manipulated again. And a couple of people have said it's just the original song, no spirit communication whatsoever. Okay, so let me just dispute that for a second. First of all, at the start of that video, I asked the spirit to say, Cat Angel. Okay, you can go back and watch it. I asked it to say Cat Angel, and it just so happens that the song stops on a song that says Angel. So that right there is spirit communication in my opinion. But what I've done today is I've gone and searched for the original song, the same song that's on that video, and I'm glad I did, because the audio has been changed. Okay, it's very, very clear on the original that it says recall, ask the angels to recall. But on my video it says ask the angels to the car, which has very important relevance to the situation at hand. Patrick, my friend Wayne's brother, had come through and he had passed away through a car accident, very sadly. Okay, so it's only fitting that the song would say ask the angels to the car. Now I can't dwell on this too long because I don't want to be pinged with a copyright strike, okay? So I'm just going to do it very briefly, but I'll put the original song there and you can look it up yourself and have a listen, alright? So let's just have a listen to the original song without spirit manipulation, and then we'll listen to the song that's on my video with spirit manipulation.
To recall, to recall, and the angels ask me to recall, and the angels ask me to recall, and the angels ask me to recall.
And you see, it's not the same. Something has happened where it's changed it ever so slightly, that it's changed it. And that's all that's needed in spirit manipulation, so that it changes the words into something else. so I would like to share with you my views on higher and lower spirits. When we first start out with the spirit box, we are simply talking to our own minds, okay? And our own minds become the spirit within the spirit box. And the spirits at this level are very stupid, for lack of a better word. Now that's not calling the spirits stupid, and it's not calling you stupid, but when you start communicating with your own mind, it becomes like a reflection, a loop, and you cannot get very much communication, and it's simply your mind becoming an incoherent spirit. There is no additional knowledge, there is no additional information that the spirit can say back to you, and most people that are in the field never develop past that point. Most people never develop past speaking to their own minds. Okay, and I think it was a year ago on my video, The Dead Can Dance, I explained this, and I didn't explain everything, and I left some things out. So it's when a person can get past their own mind that they go to the next level down, which is the earthbound level. And those are the spirits that haven't gone into the abyss, but they haven't gone into the light either. Now the next level down is the abyss. That's what they call it to me. To somebody else it might be called something different with their spirits, but the spirits to me call it the abyss. That is where I receive all of my contact. That is where I have put my mind to receive the communication. Right? So there are no higher levels, there are no higher beings to communicate with through the spirit box. It is simply your mind, and then it is the earthbound, and then it is the abyss. So now we've got a very serious problem, okay? And this is serious. Whereas the Ouija board, the spirit board, it can't be trusted because it allows spirits into the environment, right? And it opens gateways, and it allows spirits to come through without your control. Now up until this point, we thought the spirit box was safe because it didn't do this, but it does. And it might not release the spirits into the environment, but it releases them somewhere else, into your mind, okay? And while most of those that are just communicating with their own minds in the field are relatively safe, those of us who are communicating below that are in grave danger at the moment. And I can tell you now, after all my spirit research through the spirit box over the last 5 or 6 years or more, I have allowed hundreds of spirits to go into my mind. Now this is not possession, this is something different. And to be honest, I'm trying to work on a way to get them back out. And it's a fight for me every minute of every day to remain myself. Because as soon as I let my guard down, I could be something else. So if you're wanting to use a spirit box, you need to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is a spirit saying hello or saying your name really going to be worth it? And I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I am saying this as a friend, okay? If you become oppressed with the spirit box, eventually, one day, somebody will come home and they will find you in your car with a hose hanging out of the tailpipe and feeding through the window. Or they will find you at the bottom of a cliff. Or they will find you in your bedroom, on your bed, with a handful of pills. And you need to understand all of this before you commit to the spirit box. So please, just take my advice. Go and spend time with your family. Go and live your life. Don't get caught up in this. Okay, please don't get caught up. It's not worth it. I'm in too deep now. I can't get myself back out.
And that is my own fault.